Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Professor David J. De Los Reyes. What I will be discussing this afternoon will be how to charge a compressor with the correct amount if we are discharging the Freon from the canister. So what I do is that I will try to measure the total weight of the can and the Freon. It's 420 grams. That's 420 grams. Okay. So the computation will be that one. The total weight will be the total weight of the container will be the weight of the refrigerant plus the container. Refrigerant plus container. The refrigerant is actually 340 grams. That's 12 ounces. I converted that one to grams already. So if initially the total weight is actually 420, the weight of the container should be 80 grams. That's why the weight of the refrigerant inside plus the container, which is 80 grams, that's a total of 420 grams. That's 420 grams. Okay. So the requirement for my compressor is that it needed to be charged with the 5.2 ounces of Freon, and that 5.2 ounces is actually equivalent to 149 grams if we try to convert this 5.25 ounces to 149 grams. So for the compressor to be charged with 149 grams, I will read this one. Release the pressure till the weight on scale is equal to 420 minus 149, and it will be 271 grams. Meaning to say, we'll put this one on the scale, right? Then we'll try to release the pressure here. Upon reaching the weight equivalent to 271 grams, we have disposed already 149. And that's actually the equivalent of 5.2 ounces of Freon. So we'll just release 149 grams. Okay. And when the weight on the scale reaches 271 grams, we stop the insertion of the Freon on the compressor, because that's the time that we have already inserted 149 grams. So I think that's the proper way on how to charge my compressor with the equivalent Freon of 5.25 ounces and 149 grams. Right? So while we are releasing the pressure here, we are monitoring the corresponding weight that will come out on the scale. And as soon as the reading on the scale reaches 271 grams, at that time we have disposed already 149 grams of Freon on the compressor. And that's the time that we should stop the flow of Freon coming from the canister. So what we'll do, we'll close this one, and we close the opening to the what you call this the connection between the canister and the compressor. We close that one also. Then we'll try to place the proper cap. So at that time, the pressure or the total ounces of Freon which was inserted on the compressor is now equivalent to 149 grams, because at that time we stop the insertion of the Freon when the weight on the scale reaches 271 grams. Because initially the total weight of the Freon in the container is 420 grams. So as soon as this one will reach 271 grams, we stop the insertion of Freon already on the compressor. And I think that's the proper way for us not to guess what will be the total amount of Freon that's inserted on the compressor. This is Professor David J. De Los Reyes. What I have discussed is the proper way on how to dispose or insert the correct amount of Freon to a compressor by using a weight scale. Okay. Good afternoon from Los Angeles.